Hello guys, my name is Philip, and this might be another sort of discouraging NoFap video, but I guess it depends on how you look at it. For me it's not discouraging, and I'm gonna get back to why that is. But first off, I just wanted to talk about what has happened to me mentally lately, after this sort of 3 to 4 weeks of really hard work. What basically has happened is I sort of went into this in the last report too, on day 103, that I've just been so focused on work, and I've been surrounded by negative energy. I don't know, just life has been really grey and sort of dark for me lately, and just really tough, really hard. And so what has happened to me now after this period is I'm starting to sort of come back to life and becoming more human. And as that happens, I've also gotten a sort of tsunami over me of sexual thoughts, and it's been kind of overwhelming. And honestly, I didn't think this would happen. Ever since like day 70, I guess, or really ever since after day 32, NoFap has been really easy for me. I've just been drifting through NoFap easily. I haven't had any desire to masturbate or had any difficulties to not relapse. Now I'm sort of coming back to how it was back in like day 22-ish, where it's actually really hard. I keep thinking about it, and I keep sort of wanting to masturbate. And so what I really just do is I keep reminding myself that I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna feel really shitty afterwards because I've broken my streak. And talking about placebo effects, which is something that Fappers Anonymous might talk quite a lot about, I think one of the biggest placebos is actually a relapse. Because masturbating once isn't really gonna do that much harm to you. But I think there's just so much sort of letting yourself down because you've given in to your urges and your cravings, and just being let down by yourself that you've broken your streak, your NoFap streak, that comes with the relapse. That's probably the worst part. And I know myself enough to know that I'm gonna feel bad about myself if I masturbate. So that's what I keep reminding myself of. And also, another thing is I sort of feel like I need to work out in order to calm myself down sexually, I guess. This morning I was just sitting on a toilet for a really long time, and I was like, God, I'm so fucking horny right now. What should I do? I'm just sitting there and sort of contemplating. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the gym. Gonna calm myself down, and I feel very good right now after I've been to the gym. I feel so much better than I did this morning. I did deadlifts today, and there's something about deadlifts that just make you feel better than any other exercise. At least it does to me. I think it has to do with the fact that you sort of work out your whole body. It's in your legs, it's your abs, it's your back, it's your arms, it's everything. Deadlift is a sort of all over exercise, so when you do it, you just have like wellness in your whole body. So that's what I'm feeling right now. It's fantastic, and I feel definitely much less sexually frustrated than I did this morning. And so really the message of this video is, I guess, just don't get complacent. Don't think that it's gonna be easy just because you're over 100 days or something. You might get through a really tough time, and after that tough time you might get, you know, a fucking tsunami of sexual fantasies, which I did, because it's what I talked about in day 103 too. When you feel really down, you feel really like you feel like you've had a really tough life lately, and you feel kind of lonely, you feel kind of sad, you feel kind of unappreciated, your brain is gonna start wandering to pleasurable things. It's gonna try to escape from where you're physically in, because you're physically not in a nice place. Your brain is gonna try to get to a nice mental place. And so a very natural place to go to for your brain is sex. It's gonna start thinking about sex, which has happened to me so much. It's overwhelming. And I honestly never thought it would happen. I honestly got a bit cocky, because I thought NoFap was easy, you know, because it was. It freaking was until lately. It just was really easy, and I thought I would never think about sex in that sort of pornographic way ever again. But I did this morning, and I did last morning, and I did the morning before that. So no, you're never really done with NoFap. So don't try to tell yourself that everything is fine now because you haven't thought about sex for so long. Or, well, you're always gonna think about sex. But what I mean about not thinking about sex is not sort of not try to comfort yourself with sexual thoughts. Now, what I've noticed with NoFap back in like day 70 and 80, when I was really high up on NoFap, was I still thought about sex, but it wasn't frustrating. It was no sexual frustration in there. It was just a sort of healthy way of thinking about sex. I'm not sure quite how to explain it, but you just have a sort of healthy attitude towards sex. And that has not been the case lately. Because you're always gonna think about sex, I think, but it has very much to do with how you think about sex. And so, yeah, it's really hard not to relapse now, and just wanted to sort of share that with you guys. Just to say that no, it's not gonna be easy. Even though you're over 100 days streak, it's not easy. It's not easy to do NoFap. It's not easy to not relapse. And also, I think I talked about this in like day 72, that masturbation is not a sort of intellectual act. It's not something that you do because you think it's a good idea. It's something you do because it's a sort of instinct. It's a sort of way to please yourself, and it's not really a good way to please yourself. So yeah, just be careful, and just sort of understand yourself, I guess. Just know yourself. Now, this morning I just sort of thought to myself that I know that I'm probably gonna relapse if I don't do anything about this. So I probably have to work out. I probably need to work out. So that is just a thing to. A lot of Fapstronauts are also talking about that, to eliminate your triggers to Fap. Now, one of my triggers is not being physically active. If I chill out too much, if I sit on my ass too much, I Fap. Now, another trigger that a lot of people have that I don't have is drugs. Like, if I get drunk or if I get high, I don't feel any desire to Fap after that. So that's just me. Other people, I remember Nostradamus had a video where he talked about how he relapsed because he was smoking weed. You know, I don't get that, but you know, it's just about you shouldn't really. The thing is, you shouldn't really just listen to what other Fapstronauts say all the time. You just find yourself a little bit. Just understand yourself. Understand your own triggers to Fap. Now, I know through my journey of sort of learning more about myself, I've sort of learned what my triggers are. One of the triggers being not being physically active. Another trigger is not having goals. Actually, that's an interesting one. Not having goals. If you sort of reach your goal and then you're like, oh shit, I don't have any more goals, you start getting to a sort of mindset where you wanna reward yourself because you don't have other goals to go to. You don't have other things to fight for, to improve yourself on. And I'm kind of in a spot like that right now, to be honest. I don't really have a goal right now. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with my life. I got my chef certificate. I passed that test, and now I'm sort of stuck with no goal. So really, I just want to be, I guess, just stronger and better. But I really don't know better at what, or stronger in what sense. I'm not really sure. So that's kind of hard for me as well, because I know that's a trigger to FAP too, to not have any goals. Another trigger I have to FAP is soft porn, man, soft porn. And the thing about soft porn is it's everywhere. It's everywhere you look. It's at television. It's out there in the real world too. Just the way that women dress these days is just, oh, it's so much soft porn. It's like they're wearing these shorts where half their ass is showing, and it's just like, ah, oh, fuck, it's so distracting. So soft porn is everywhere, and that's one of my triggers to FAP too. Soft porn, definitely. That's one trigger that probably everyone has, because it's quite obvious. It's quite an obvious trigger. But yeah, you need to know these things, and you need to not be cocky about it. Don't, I guess, sounds kind of silly to say, but just don't look at soft porn just because you've gotten on a high streak and you feel like you're not gonna masturbate ever again in your life. That's what I kept saying to myself, and that's what I kept saying in quite a lot of my NoFap videos. Actually, I'm never gonna masturbate. I kept saying that I'm never gonna masturbate ever again in my life. And now I'm like, ah, shit. I kind of feel the urges coming right now. I kind of feel it coming. But no, no, I'm not gonna masturbate, guys. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, I already feel better than I did like 2 weeks ago. I don't feel as good as I did between day 70 and day 80, which has been the highest point so far. But I'm just gonna keep working out, keep going to places like this. I love this spot. I think I'm gonna film more NoFap videos in this spot in the future, because it's just such a beautiful place. I want to just take this camera and just sort of show you guys around after I'm done talking, because it's a gorgeous place. But yeah, just doing things to distract myself from negative thoughts, and sort of also this sort of feeling sorry for yourself because you're not getting laid enough. That's one of the silly things that I got a lot when I was fapping to porn. I had that so much, especially through secondary school. That's all I thought about. I was just how much my life sucks because I'm not getting laid. And it's so silly, and it's something that no man should ever think. And it's sort of coming back now. It's so annoying. I keep trying to not think about it too much, but it's unavoidable sometimes. It comes, man. These thoughts, they just come and they attack you. And you have to do things physically to get rid of it. You have to run or lift weights or something. Or some people read books and they get rid of it. That doesn't really work for me. I guess I'm too much of a sort of ADD guy to really make that work. Books don't work for me. I have to be in physical motion. But yeah, anyways, that's just pretty much all that I wanted to say. Don't get cocky. Negative thoughts are gonna come back to you. They're gonna hit you hard at some point, or they might not. But anyways, just don't be so cocky. Don't think that the shit is gonna be easy because you're over 100 days streak, because it hasn't been for me, and it probably won't be for you either. especially not if you're going through some tough times. So yeah, as I said, just wanted to show you guys around, show you guys the spot, something really beautiful that I wanted you guys to see. And the weather is not that nice right now, so it might not be the best time to show it, but if I can just get through these bushes. No, I can't see it that well from here, but no, it sucks from this angle, but there's some really beautiful mountains out there, and I don't know, just the scenery here is absolutely gorgeous. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, even though it kind of sucks from this angle, but yeah, I just love this spot. I love walking around here. So it's just one of the ways that I keep myself from masturbating, is just enjoying this sort of nature, just enjoying nature, because it really is beautiful. Yeah, anyways, I think that's enough for today. See you guys in the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, goodbye.